What up, yo? Steve's in the bill, and when the game left, it started with my shows. I know that I am the king of Dusty. You tried too hard, but you think it's just time you play me. You must be mistaken, because this is London I will be taken. Wow, 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 in the car, your mom, you took a vacation. And it gets me really fast. Dun, 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 down, 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 down. What up, yo? It's Steve in the field, and when the game wants to start with my trails, I know I am the king of the sea. You trying too hard, but you think it's just must be you trying me. I must be mistaken, cause it's your life and I will be taken. Wow. Okay, bro, we gotta talk about, unstable. Bro, I saw a crazy conspiracy theory that might have least leaked the script. Bro, I think Weepies might be coming back. Because basically, the point of null is to nullify. It's to nullify the people. And the theory goes that the guy's underscore is Weepies. And that the dollar got allied with Smoke, other than Jamato. Because Jamato's goal is to break Spoke. He's basically just trying to nullify Spoke. That's the point of purgatory. A point of purgatory is not to kill fighters. It's to drain their spirit away. Make it so they don't have any feelings to anything. Like literally nullify them. I think Jamato P, his exploits might have funded the Mafia. Like, think about it. How did the Mafia get all their gear? How did Law get all their gear? How did Sam Empire get all their gear? I think Jamato P might have been the financier of all of the wars that have been happening on Unstable. Because with Jamato P's exploits, the Mafia would have been done within days. It would have taken hours for the Mafia to brawl. With his exploits. Bro. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about deep stuff on camera. Bro, honestly, I've been like just like thinking like a lot about like the girl of my dreams, and it's like what do I really want? And like I've gotten like a pretty good image of like what I want, and the source like kind of depicts like the girl I kind of want in the future would kind of be like I get it from like girls I find like attractive that I see throughout my life, but don't really like. And I think like your capacity of love goes down. Like, bro, not in the way that it's like you're a simp, but like, I don't know, you just don't fall as hard. Or so your heart's just not susceptible because you kind of just know it's a waste of time, which kind of does suck. Because it's like, yeah, sure, you want to play ball super hard, but it's also like, you don't have to keep like your wisdom in your wit. And it's like you kind of lose your capacity of love every single time you get a crush on somebody. That's literally what happens. You lose your capacity for love until it's like love doesn't really mean anything. And it's like the saddest thing ever, bro. Like literally. Like, bro, after your first love, like after your first crush, like, dude, you're not gonna like your second crush as much as the first. But it's like, I kind of like want to go like a little artsy. And like, I don't have, it's not necessarily, like, I want a girl super smart, but doesn't go to college. Like, you know, smart in the way that she has an interesting mind. Like, genuinely. Like, dude, all the girls who go to college are dumb as frick. They're not actually smart, they have zero real intelligence. Their intelligence is in their obedience and their freaking ability to be a slave to somebody else. They just memorize facts. They're nothing about them is intelligent. The only thing intelligent about girls who go to college, the only thing intelligent about them is that the fact that they can say they're intelligent. It's like it's a mask. It's a facade. It's all about their reputation. They're pathetic. They're not necessarily pathetic, but they're not smart. After a 5-minute conversation, you'll figure out that they're really not smart. But I want a girl that, yeah, genuinely has an interesting mind. And like, you know, kind of like really childish, bro. Like, you know, still plays with stuffies and shit. I find that so hot. Not in a way that, not in like a kiddish way, not in like a way that she's like, ooh, autistic, but like, very like stable and very mature, but like, that is not afraid to like be childish. Like, yeah, like, not necessarily mature. Mature is the wrong word, like, yeah, super stable. And like, very like wise and childish at the same time. Like, we're very wise and stable, but super childish. It's just so attractive, bro. And, yeah, like, someone who doesn't, like, necessarily care about their career. Or, like, cares about it, but not really. Like, just kind of a side thing. Like, it's honestly so unattractive when a girl's like, I want my career. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, just be quiet. Like, don't even talk to me. You have zero use in my life. I mean, zero use in my life in the terms of being a wife, but any girl that says they want to prioritize their career, being a wife with them, or taking them up in marriage will be impossible. Because they always put their career first. And, like, that's their decision. That's their decision, but don't expect any guys to find you attractive for it. Don't be the same girl that says, I want to prioritize my career, and then wonder why all the good men don't want you. It's like there's a reason for that. And then when you get a whole bunch of beta males and a whole bunch of gooners trying to date you, yeah, there's a reason for that. Because no good man wants to date you. Yeah, but like, I want a girl that's like, I don't know, super And it's like the type of girl that literally, like, if we're driving on the side of the road, and like we need to and we have a tent, and we can just tent in the forest. We can literally just go in the forest and sleep in our tent on the side of the road. Like, does not really care about the conditions. So we can go on like fun adventures. Like the type of girl that's not begging me to get a hotel when we can just sleep in our tent. And like does not care because she cares less about her comfort and more about like us. She cares about more our relationship more than her feelings and more than her comfort. And it's like even though those are so strong inside a woman and they're so built in, they should like our love for each other overrides our fleshly desires. Like it completely overrides that, and like we love each other so much that even though the conditions, like being in a tent might suck, we do not give a shit. It doesn't even cross our mind. And it's like the one that cares about me just as much as I care about her. It's like, bro, like I don't even feel pleasure like by myself. Like, bro, like I don't even care if I'm smiling or if I'm laughing. I do not care. It's like if she's not enjoying it, I don't enjoy it. It's like, dude, my pleasure comes from her smile, bruh. And it's like, I don't know if it's the right mentality, but like it is. But like she doesn't care. She cares about like I don't know, not like how I am more than herself. Just as much as I care about how she is more than myself. Like, also I think the perfect balance between, like, I don't want her emotions leading the relationship because that sucks. Then you're just a slave to someone who doesn't want you to be a slave to them. And what her emotions say, I mean, her emotions kind of do speak the truth about who she is, but like, you can't lead based off of another person's emotions to try to satisfy their emotions. You gotta like, I'm not gonna try to satisfy their emotions, but I'm gonna try to make their emotions as good as possible. But some girls are shitty though, and that's the shitty part because women's emotions are so complicated. They're not necessarily complicated. They're just like a little hard to read. Sometimes, like they are hard to read, like what they're really feeling. And it's like, when you finally get to read what they're feeling, and it's like when you're in something like you don't really know much about, then you just figure out that this person's a piece of shit. And it wasn't just you trying to read the wrong thing, or it wasn't nothing you could do to analyze the scenario could help. That's such a depressing feeling, man. Because it's like you're genuinely investing in this person as if you're like actually going to get married, and then they kind of read their emotions, kind of read the room, trying to like analyze everything like a detective, and then just to figure out like they're kind of a shitty person. It does kind of suck. Like it really does. Because it's like I just wasted all this energy on that. And now the next girl I'm gonna try go for I'm gonna be paranoid that they have those traits as well. So it's like, that sucks, bro. Like, I hate shitty women. And like, dude, 90% of girls, I think, like they're not shitty, but I just see them as like incompatible. Just like with what I want. Not even like incompatible. I'd say like 60% of girls are incompatible. Like, it's honestly, dude, most girls can, like, be brought to marriage. Most girls can. At least in my, like, Christian community. Like, dude, most of the girls I know are, like, really good. Like, they are awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's surprising how much good girls there are out there. Like, dude, it really is surprising. And you just gotta go to the right places. But yeah, it'll blow your mind. how much good girls are out there. And yeah, but I mean, not even 10%. I'd say I date I never really date. I never really see any girls that are really my type. No, but yeah, I care about like stability because like I'm normally like unstable, bro. Like honestly, like I'm stable in some parts, but I'm generally unstable, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And it's like I want like wisdom because I'm wise, and it's like it strengthens my own wisdom. Being around foolish people makes me foolish, and it makes me not want, and it makes me afraid to like speak any sort of wisdom inside of a foolish crowd, or just not say anything. And it's like it plummets my own wisdom to be around somebody who's unwise, or just like interested in wisdom, you know. And like childish in a way where it's like we could literally color inside lines. We could literally color the Lightning McQueen in lines. Or go coloring and still fun. Yeah, and it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah. Sorry, I just brushed my teeth there. Like, there's like a whole bunch of other stuff I probably just won't say. But I don't feel like we're in like rebellion against something that's so attractive, or like add some like spirituality inside a relationship. Like really add God into our relationship, but in a romantic way. Where it's like our relationship's kind of like smothered in some sort of divinity. Yeah, and I feel like we're rebelling against something, whatever it is, like whatever like parents or teachers or whatever. I feel like we're like always in the chase, just so romantic. And it's like be like so infatuated with each other, like be so deeply in love that like the idea of game or like Riz just does not exist. Like I don't even want Riz to exist because we're like so infatuated. Like we don't even know what that is. It's a foreign concept. Like I hate the idea of Riz. Or it's like speaking to each other in like poetry too. It's just so hot. And I can do this so good too. I guess like going to my strengths as well. Like talking deeply, and like speaking in poetry. It's something I'm so good at that. Which I find like it's so like a girl who like kind of likes that, like being spoken to in poetry would be so hot. I don't even know if girls like that, but I mean, I don't know. But I just find that so hot. And it's like literally like we have like obsession over each other. Like absolute obsession. Like we are each other's world. And yeah, that's kind of what I want. And then Yeah, kind of, yeah, just like this. And like, yeah, like being good around kids is like just like so hot. Like, it's not even necessarily like something I specifically want, but it's like, yeah. Or like having a completely different style too. Or it's like they don't follow trends when it comes to freaking clothing. Like, bro, like, oh my days, most of the stuff the girls wear is only for the female gaze. I'll just be so honest, like, no guys like what you wear. You look like shit. Like, dude, everything women wear to try to attract men is only for the female gaze, and no men even notice it. No men care. I mean, especially not me. Like, no, I really do care about what a girl wears, because it says a lot about themselves. But it's only for the female gaze, bro. Everything they wear is for the female gaze, and it's so, it's atrocious, bro. It's atrocious. It's like, I don't know, like, I felt like wearing like the pink and blue, or it's like I'm the pink, she's the blue. It's like wearing that in like kind of like an old setting, or kind of like a little like jackets, but the jackets like look super old and like they've been like torn out, or it's like we've just been on an adventure, like very adventurous type of clothing, like pink and blue would be just so hot. I've always thought about that. I'm okay with girls doing makeup too. Like, I'm not the type of guy who says don't do any makeup, because you should do makeup. Because they're generally ugly, bro. I will admit. Women are generally ugly. If you see like female animals, they're actually uglier than the males, but they're still attractive to the males. So yeah, too much makeup sucks, but like too much makeup sucks. But like just like a little bit. Every single guy will say that. Like, every single guy has that in common, whether they like a little bit of makeup. Honestly, just be good enough at makeup to make it look like you didn't even wear it. Like, that's the honest truth. But yeah, a lot of times you can like, especially me, I can like literally see it so clearly, and it's so. And once you notice it, you can't unnotice it, and it's just bad. Okay, bye. Yeah, bro, just voiceover here, man. And I really just do not know what to say. The last 2 days, June 21 and 22, I was sick. It was a Sunday, I believe. Yeah, it was a Sunday. On the Sunday, it was Father's Day, and that was really good. You know, went to church and didn't do much else. I don't think. Wait, I think I posted a couple of videos. I think I posted a Jesus edit, which is on my other channel. And then the next day I was sick. Yeah, I was sick. And since I was sick, yeah, I just don't know what else happened. Yeah, all I kind of remember from, June 22 is just me being sick and feeling terrible. I did play some Hoi 4 those 2 days, because I had a lot of free time, obviously. And that one game that I picked up from like a week ago, I picked it back up and I invaded the Soviet Union. It went successfully, but it failed at first. We had to get Japan, Iraq, and Finland. Well, Finland joined the war at first, but Soviets hard-pressed Finland, and I sent my relief force to Finland, but and I liberated a lot of their country. I liberated and by some miracle they surrendered still. I have no idea how. Mind blown, one of the craziest and unfair things that's ever happened. And then I got Iraq inside the war, got them inside my faction, and when I got them inside my faction, we took Central Asia, and the Soviets did it unopposed, but it was filled with nothing, so didn't get us much victory points. Not really. And that was during the winter. So, in Iraq during the winter. So in the winter we took Central Asia. I also took the Baku oil fields. And a big portion of the Caucasus. Basically all of Azerbaijan. So we got stabilized on oil, let's just say. To a point where, 3/4 of the oil that we were spending compared to what we were getting, 3/4 of our army had fuel for the day. Still zero, still out of fuel, but a little better. Better than half. And then Iraq surrendered because they flipped communist and left our faction and left all of our troops in Central Asia, but it stabilized us because thank goodness there are no Soviet troops there, or else we would have been cooked. But since there are no Soviet troops, we could just re-stabilize the front. In Central Asia, we were kind of in the Kazakhstan-Russia border. That's kind of where our troops were, and a huge line popped up, but we restabilized it. And and then what I did was I declared war on Xinjiang, and Xinjiang joined the Comintern, and I knew that happened. And since Xinjiang was at war with Japan. And the Japanese Empire took over all of China, pretty much, and all of India. And they had zero America to deal with, because America had zero convoys, and they lost Pearl Harbor. Japan had pretty much an army of 4 million. They had a freaking juggernaut army doing absolutely nothing, so I could drag them into the war. And the Soviets had to pull a whole bunch of troops out. I'd say 1/4 of all their troops that are on my front. They pulled out. And they kind of put all their reserves to fight Japan. And Japan cooked them up. So yeah, and then once April hit, we completely blitzed them. Their army was so weak that they didn't stand a chance. When we blitzed, and some parts of the front were completely empty. They just got cooked. They didn't stand a chance. As soon as April hit, from the period of April to June, we were fighting in Western Poland. We were at Minsk, and we were fighting in Moldova, Ukraine area. From Odessa, think of a line from Odessa, the marshes of Belarus, to Minsk. We took the Baltic states, and we had Leningrad. And we had the parts of, we had Leningrad and that entire Leningrad area. And then we also had all of Murmansk, that entire Murmansk area. But and then we completely blitzed them, and then they surrendered in October, once we got past Moscow. Taking the Urals took a while, because I was just simply too lazy to battle plan, so I was simply too lazy, so I went slow. And they basically just collapsed, and then I kind of quit because I was bored. And it was I was just kind of wasting time. I was just so sick, bro. That's all I remember. Bye. I also did a whole bunch of other stuff, I don't know. I just did a whole bunch of random shit. LARPing. I don't even know what LARPing means, but it's a cool word. Gen Z shit. Bye.